Asari Dokubo don come out again come tell the general public that Kwankwaso and Peter Obi he say if they ever become president of Nigeria, say no be small war go break out o. Asari Dokubo abeg make una watch this video and hear wetin this man talk before we come back and continue. We get a lot of things to tell Asari Dokubo. I don't know why this man hate anything concerning Igbo, because it's Peter Obi, that is why he's chasing Kwankwaso. There's no other thing. And with that, the Kwankwaso choose a Yoruba man for him to run for presidency, you will not see Asari Dokubo talk, and you will see an Igbo man supporting him, supporting God. Let us watch the video before we come back and continue.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are listening to me. I threw the first bomb shell on Kwankwaso. I've received a lot of munafiks. I will call them munafiks. There is nothing you are going to say about these idiots. I call them idiots. I will not dignify them with being CCCC with them, being diplomatic with them. They are munafiks and idiots. Ordinarily, we can play politics. It's okay to play politics. They said man is a political animal. I'm not an animal. But that is what he said, man is a political animal. Everybody wants to play politics. But people don't play politics with serious things. If you play politics with serious things, it will backfire. And you will suffer the consequences of it. And you don't need to suffer it in the life hereafter. You will suffer and you have the payment on the surface of the earth. I am not holding brief for anybody, but I am holding brief for myself and my children and those who follow me. I'm a Muslim. I'm seeing the global trend. The global trend is that there's one sick idiot, one fool called Donald Trump in the United States of America, who everybody knows that he's an Islamophobic. He hates Islam. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that this man, this idiot, hates Islam. And all of a sudden, he wants to become president. In a very critical stage in global politics. He wants to become president, and the involvement in the United States in committing genocide in Palestine, committing genocide against Muslims, committing genocide against downtrodden people. And then this man was voted into power. I saw Muslim imams standing with him in Michigan, in Minnesota, and several other places. And at that time, I cried out and I called these so-called Muslim leaders with white turban on their head or wearing red cap, smallies and others. I called them munafiks. They are munafiks. That's the only, in fact, they are enemies of Islam. Now, Obi had made himself in Nigeria, tailored himself like he and his supporters had made themselves, fashioned themselves, wear the garb and the clothes of Donald Trump to kill Muslims. And in fact, they have killed Muslims, especially in the southeast. And immediately, Donald Trump started his evil in Nigeria by saying there's an ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. This fellow jumped on it. Obi jumped on it. Today, Kwankwaso Kwankwaso and the people of Kano had lined up to become Munafiks. I wish them the best. The people of Kano had lined up to become enemies of Allah and enemy of Islam. I wish them the best. But they will suffer the consequences in this world. And they will suffer the consequences in the hereafter. They will suffer the consequences here. They're going to suffer it here. Why am I saying? The smally Muslim, so-called Muslim scholars and Muslim leaders, and those people with fake turbans, white turbans, and red caps in the United States of America who supported Donald Trump, they are suffering the consequences in this world. It is not yet the year after they are suffering. When these fellows came up, when Donald Trump came up with Christian genocide, the false Christian genocide he talked about in Nigeria, and they jumped on the bandwagon. I warned that the consequences of it, I had suffered from it. My men have died from it. Will heighten religious tension in Nigeria. Because it's not true. It will heighten and it will embolden. These people will come out and say, let Donald Trump come. Now he never leave on her. He never leave on her behind. What is he doing? They are killing both Muslims and Christians like never before. I lost my men too, fighting them. They are hell-bent on telling Donald Trump, you can't decide here. And we suffering is the ordinary Christian and Muslim. A vote for Kwankwaso Obi or Obi Kwankwaso is a vote for anarchy, it's a vote for death. People can say I'm supporting Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Yes, I am. But that's not the reason I'm talking here. I'm talking about what is realistic. Because when Obi triggers Muslim hate, Muslim attack, I know that these people fighting with their misguidance, claiming to be Muslims, are more ready to die than you. They are more ready to die than you. So they will come after you. They will look for you and kill you. Obi and Munafi Kwankwaso will be inside Asari, guided by your taxpayers' money, guns, your taxpayers' guns, your taxpayers' uniform men, while you will be left vulnerable to die. While you will be left vulnerable to die. Don't listen to my advice. I'm richer than you. I am richer than you. If anything happens, bam, my passport, there is visas, not one visa. My children have visa. If anything happens, they have international airport. Even if they don't have visa, I will buy visa. The ones that don't have visa, I'll buy visa for them. I already have. If I feel that my kingdom, Ellen Craver, is not secured enough for me, I am not guiding myself enough, I will just fly out and be here and die. I'm going to fly first class. I'm going to fly first class. You will be here. A vote for Obi and Kwankwaso is a vote for death and destruction. People will say, why are you so bitter that you are saying? Because I know. I know what I'm talking about. I have nothing personal against Kwankwaso. I have nothing personal against Obi. But I know. People of Kano, you have been respected as a city of Islamic knowledge. The first of my children who became Hafiz read in Kano. Others are reading in Kano. Why would you want to spoil the name of Kano? The Islamic reputation of Kano for bringing a munafiq at Kwankwaso? Who thinks this dunya is more important than Accra? Who feels that this dunya is more important than Accra? So he wants to trade you. And you're willing to be traded for hellfire. You are willing to be traded for the wrath of Allah, to satisfy the greed and the munafic tendency of Rabbi Kwankwaso. I feel sorry for you. Mbo? It's short now.
Yes.
My people, drop your own opinion in the comment section and make sure say you follow this channel for more updates as they happen.